Welcome back if this did actually work, if I did it
Welcome
right.
back.
Yay! It's our, actually, technically, What's Happening Wednesday.
It is.
It's here.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
here. Yes, we did it.
What's happening Wednesday?
Provided we are connected. I'm not seeing the chat yet, but I think that is because I had it turned off on the screen. Haha! Always got to be something. Welcome back. Thank you so much for everybody who is here and has taken the time out of your day to tune in to our live stream. Actually, tonight, I think it's night for most people.
It is.
Let me just angle this down just a bit. Boop.
Very nice.
We always kind of like, you never know exactly like what it's gonna really look like until you're like live, and then
she cuts my head off.
Then but it's not.
It was
right
perfect
now.
right before that. There it is. We got it. We're in there.
I think we're good. Anywho, first of all, we just wanted to start this off by saying a massive thank you for everybody who has taken the time to be here on this chat, but also if you're replaying it, thank you for just turning on our video and all of our videos.
Yeah, I was going to say, and for watching all the other ones.
Yeah, we literally wouldn't do or have anything.
It doesn't work that way, yeah, unless you watch it, right? It's like we just put something out and it doesn't get seen. It would be like...
Yeah, and I think you kind of forget about, like, you kind of, and I don't want to say take it for granted, but we are humans and we're a little bit imperfect, right?
A lot of it.
A lot of it. But I was watching, I kind of like, I'm not a big YouTube watcher, but I watched a couple of videos.
This is true, she's not.
I watched a couple of videos the other day, and they were kind of talking about, like, you know, thanking your audience. And I'm like, you know what? We don't do that enough. And we are kind of guilty of that. And I want to change that.
We just don't express it enough, I guess, is what you're saying.
Yeah, we really don't. Yeah. So I just want to take this time, and we're going to, you know, not everybody watches these live streams, so I am going to make sure that we try to incorporate that more in our regular videos, but we do just want to express a big, major thank you. And I'm just grateful to the universe that I actually turned on some videos that were talking about thanking your viewers, because it really did inspire me, and it kind of hit me in the feels. And I told Spence, I was like, when was the last time we stopped and, like, thanked everybody? And, you know, besides the thanks for watching, because that's so casual, you know?
It's called gratitude.
Right. So we definitely want to dedicate that to the gratitude level.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Thank you. So plain out, thank you. We wouldn't even have a channel. We would have nothing without you. Like, taking the time to turn on our videos. So really, thank you. Sincerely.
I echo that. I was just agreeing, like, yes, everything she's saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're super grateful, because we always said, like, if you know, just a couple people watch, we were stoked, you know, and that has, you know, grown over the years and into you know, what it is now. And I think sometimes, like what you were saying, it gets lost. Numbers don't mean as much to people when they see them all the time. But I always like to think of it like, well, think about when you think about, like, say 20,000 views, that's a lot of people that saw something.
Right.
I mean, how many people fit into a stadium, you know, like, you know, 50,000 maybe.
So it's definitely
like
something
that. So
to
it's
think
like
about.
You're filling half a stadium, people watching your stuff. I mean, I just like to think of that in terms of so that we're grateful and we go, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And not comparing ourselves to other things and going, man, I wish we were getting more views like that channel or that channel.
We never do that. Never
we're just grateful
will.
to get what we get, and it's super cool that we reach anybody. It's really
I think
neat,
we've built such a great community here, and I think somebody said thank you for making this the content that got us through the Rona. And I think that really is another thing that made me start thinking about it more too, is like we built up such a rad community, and especially since we've kind of changed things up, and, you know, we learn things, we've made mistakes, and, you know, we've done so much stuff. And for the people that have, like, stuck with us through all of that, we just really extra appreciate it, because, you know, some people maybe just started watching us purely because they only wanted to watch Disneyland content, and then you took time out of your life to turn on a Huntington Beach video, and or a Target shopping vlog. So again, not to talk your ear off, but also you need to hear it. Like, you have to hear it, and we can't thank you all enough, and you will hear this again on more videos more often.
And related to the home is where the vlog is. Episode she was talking about how that was a symbiotic thing that was happening, where we still to this day get people that we'll run into at the park or whatever will say like, hey, thanks for getting us through the thing. And I was like, no, thank you, because
We would be nowhere without.
Yeah, it was that connection, that virtual connection was so crucial. And because at the time we were really enjoying what we were doing and we were on a roll and we didn't want to lose it. And we had all these great people and this thing that was happening and we were like, we're keeping it. And so, yeah.
So thank you. Let me get to a couple of these comments. Thank you, Aaron, for reminding people to hit the like button. Thank you. That really helps. I think somewhere in the YouTube is stratosphere.
It does.
I see a lot of our top fans here. I want to say thank you.
Nice.
I want to give a big shout out to Kelly, who upgraded her Best Life and Beyond membership to the VIP Blab crew. That is $10 a month. You can cancel anytime. It's just a little bit of extra love, but the point that you get with that is you'll notice you should have 2 new emojis. So you have Greta, the Best Life logo, and then I added 2 graffiti pieces to it. So hopefully they're live now and working. If not, I had a little bit of trouble with it. I will go back and do that. So
that's awesome. Thanks, Kelly. That's really cool.
So to all of our members that are here, and then again, our viewers, our patrons, thank you. I want to say a special thank you for this $20 super chat that we got right here. LM, it says, "You make me smile," and she or he sends us $20. Thank you so much for that. Way to kick us off. I was going to do like a little goal for super chats for this. But we were like, what would we do that people would even want? I couldn't even...
Because that's a thing now that you can do.
I couldn't think of anything that I could reward for the goal. I'd be like, so either way.
I can juggle 3 tennis balls.
Yeah, no, don't.
I can. I absolutely can.
No, you can, but I'm saying don't do it because I don't want to get hit.
I know.
I know what will happen. Okay, so we have some people from I never said that. Is it Manteca? Manteca Valley. We have West Point, Utah. Thank you for making videos and having this community. It's helpful. Let's see. Can you shout out my wife, Kaya Gordon? Hello. Or Kia, is it Kiya? Are we pronouncing her name right? I'm sorry.
I'm going to say Kaya. Hi, Kaya Gordon.
And you don't have to be a member. It is just a rad little option. You get some badges. Oh, Terry Robinson. She's been a member since day 1 there. She put up the graffiti logo, so they worked. I put up the Las Vegas piece, and then I put up the
Thank you, Terry. I'm going to call her Terry Rob. That's just...
Okay.
Right?
There we go.
No, I appreciate that. That's so cool. That piece, it's... I've been really... I don't know. I've been grateful that people have been going and seeing the piece.
Yes, I have to say, we've got tagged a lot, or people will message us.
And visiting subliminal projects, and very cool.
Yeah, super awesome. Sharon
it's not subliminal projects. What am I saying? That's Shepard Fairey's thing. What? Recycled propaganda.
Oh, I thought you were just saying something.
Subliminal projects is that's a Shepard Fairey thing.
You were probably watching something.
But he loves Shepard Fairey, so it's kind of good.
Sharon is from Spokane, Washington. Hello.
Spokane in the house.
I love it. Code says, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Hello from Inglewood.
Hey, I want to come ride your pump track.
Yeah. I've been rewatching your lockdown videos. They're very comforting for me.
Interesting.
I tried to turn some on the other day because I was like, it's just weird to look back and go, what was happening?
What life was like.
Where is Greta? She is on the couch. Greta! Want to come say hi? Here she comes.
I heard.
You heard the thud.
Come here.
I can never say, is it Port Hueneme?
Port Hueneme.
Hueneme. I never say it.
Good girl.
Did somebody said their dog Walt crossed the range over. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Sandy. Trust me, if you've been watching this long enough, you know how hard we went through that, and I know someday I'll have to do it again, but you know what? Binky will be there for your pet Walt. Recycled propaganda is awesome. I've done several shows with him. Oh, so cool. I love that.
Who said that?
Terry.
Oh, Terry, yeah.
By the way, I want to give a shout out. I tried the zero sugar, the ice cream sundae A&W root beer. I personally love it. You thought the regular sugar would be better.
Yeah, I get what they were trying to do, so that's why I think the regular sugar would be better.
I feel like that would hurt my mouth.
Probably would.
Yeah, it's too syrupy.
But I think it was designed with the regular sugar, and then they... If I'm correct about the design, I don't know. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, if you know. are these drinks designed, the sugar one, and then they figure out how to do the
no sugar?
Yeah, and the caffeine free and all that stuff. I would assume that that's the way they do it, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Right?
Let's see. I ordered the sing-along. Oh, hey guys, I met you at Disneyland in February of 2023. Come visit Edmonton, Alberta. Oh, I would love to do that.
So many, I've heard a lot of good things about Edmonton.
Largest mall in North America.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. It even has an amusement park and a water park.
So
wow.
cool.
That's pretty crazy. Yes, there's Greta. Oh, seeing Greta helps. Well, that makes me happy. We'll keep her on here. She went on a quick little walk just prior to going live, and then we ate dinner real quick.
Watching from, is it
Every time I order my
Burn, Texas? I wonder if it's Burn, if it's pronounced Burn. I'm guessing. Am I right? Burn, Texas?
Let us know, Stacy.
Yeah.
Every time I order my dog a puppy patty, I think of Binky. Those were her favorite things, and I find it so crazy that I can't feed that to her. She's allergic to turkey, chicken, poultry, anything like that. She also has, she's got a lot of medical, but she's happy and healthy.
We've got it under control.
Yeah, she's just. Kathy, welcome. She joined the VIP Blab crew. Awesome. Kathy, you need to try out some of your emojis. See if they work for you.
Right on, Kathy. That's so cool.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting our channel. And it's fun when we do lives. And I do want to apologize. We couldn't get to our live last week. It was a crazy week, but it was a good week. We were just, we were busy. And we've been watching Kaylee almost every day because my mom had a little eye surgery, and her dad's working, and so not that we're not working,
it's
but
summer,
it's easier. Yeah, it's summer.
She's not at school, so
yes. Oh, it is pronounced like the name Bernie.
So I was right, Burn.
Okay.
Or Bernie, sorry.
Bernie.
I was close.
Hey, I just joined the live button. Hit the like. Oh, I just joined the live. Hit the like button. Wow, I just blended that whole thing together. Let's see. Hi, Best Life. I've been a fan for 6 years. I love your channel. Thank you. Sharon, I have to feed my cat raw rabbit due to allergies. See, that's what it is. There's you know what I'm saying? Thaddeus, welcome.
What up, Thad?
Woo! My dog Trixie is eating Greta's share. I love it.
Good.
I love it. When are you guys headed back to Orlando? We don't really have any plans to go back. We are coming to Disneyland in October. Oh, that's fun. But I'm going to warn you, and we talked about it in our last Disneyland live, or Disneyland video. It's going to be hot, I think. We are thinking. It's going to be hot in October. Because
we were talking about it. I mean...
It's delayed.
Yeah, and it's been doing that historically now for a while. Everything's
weird.
just delayed. So we figured, because we haven't been getting it, by the way, it's going to get in the 90s next week.
Okay, so it's finally.
But we haven't had any kind of extreme heat waves like we get where it's 105 and.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit delayed.
We're worried that it's coming later. Or maybe we skip it.
There's no way we dodged it.
You could. It's possible. Anything's possible.
We had a tiny little heat wave at the end of June. Hey, sorry to interrupt. Kathy, she got her Greta emoji. Yay!
Yay! Good. Did you hear that?
I love it. And then you can put, when you're a member, no matter what level you are, you can also you'll have a special star badge. You can choose the color, whatever it is you want. So that's awesome. I do remember the Binky days. So yeah. Exactly. Tsunami warning, LA, grab those surfboards. Peace from Palmdale. Yeah, we're so lucky that no tsunami came.
Yeah, that was
anybody.
super lucky.
I think Hawaii ended up being fine. I don't know, was Japan included in the warning? I think they were.
I would imagine anything in the Pacific was.
Yeah, so
probably,
I mean, that could have been. I mean, honestly, that made. The thing is, though, take it seriously. I'm one of those people that take it seriously because how hard is it to just leave, get to higher ground? Actually, how hard is it? I'm saying that, but in Hawaii, it looked like they were having so many problems. It was so congested and difficult.
Because it's a small space, right?
Yeah.
All the boats had to go out. Did you see that?
Roads,
out of the harbors?
Yeah, it was bad.
So yeah, it was.
I say that it's so, but I guess in California, we shouldn't have had a problem. Oh, Japan was included. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys rope dropping Haunted Mansion Holiday on the 22nd when it opens? We have some pins lanyard we want to give to you for Kaylee. Oh,
cool.
Thank you. I don't know for sure. We might just go. There's a little part of us that wants to maybe go a little bit later, but I'm not sure because I think the fun of it sometimes is seeing all the lights.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we're not going to do a double shift. We used to, like, when all we did was Disneyland content, we would either stay the full day and night,
Right.
or we would go in the day, come back, and then go. And I'm not going to do that anymore. Like, it's just not.
We do one or the other.
Yeah, it's
like,
one or the other.
It's either going to be daytime or nighttime kind of thing.
So
But,
we'll see.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, if we do though, we'll try to put it on a update, or maybe you guys can shoot us a little email and we can do that. How is your garden doing? We owe you guys such an update.
There's so much to talk about, but it's doing good. But there's been a lot of things that.
Greta hair on you,
is it Greta hair? I thought that was like.
You were gonna get that on your nose.
There's a lot to talk about that has happened, and
we were supposed to film it. And then just stuff came up, honestly, to be fair. And, life just got, life happens. Life got in the way.
Mm-hmm.
But we will get to it. But things are good, I'd say. I think they're good.
Oh, yeah, no, they're good.
I think in our Lowe's video, we talked about what happened a little bit.
A little bit, but
like we touched on it.
We haven't showed anything, and it's drastically different. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Visually, it looks a lot different out there. So that's what we'll show you in that update.
Yeah. You guys have mentioned the Montreal screw job. Does that mean you're wrestling fans? I'm a wrestling fan.
She is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not I don't keep up with it as much nowadays as I used to.
I'm aware of it, and I understand, and I respect. I think it's cool. It's just I'm not like a fan. I can't say I am.
It's not like me and Charlie. Like Charlie and I will be like,
no.
We'll say our stuff all the time.
But I also I did grow up in the era of the Rocky movies and WWE and those things. And I used to work on Family Feud. We had all those wrestlers on Family Feud in that era, like Roddy Piper, Hulk, Macho Man, Randy Savage. I mean, we had everybody, and it was like versus the Glow Wrestling women or whatever. It was cool. So I got it. I think it was really cool, but I can't sit there and tell people I'm a super fan and anything like that. But
yeah, I'm actually excited for Halloween Horror Nights. They announced that they're going to be doing a Wyatt, like a house, like a WWE house.
That's right.
I believe the first time. I am so excited for that.
That's awesome.
I'm going to be beelining for that. Well, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But
R.I.P. Hulk, yeah, Terry.
Yeah, so
that was
sad.
a bummer. I thought he was a great talent. I loved him in the Rocky movies. I thought he was a great antagonist.
And I loved him in the ring. And outside of the ring,
I worked with him at Idol.
Good promos.
I had, he made an entrance, took off his glasses and threw them, and I caught him backstage, and I remember all the guys going, "No way, Hulk's glasses!" I'm like, "I'm giving them back, dude. I'm not gonna keep them." Like, yeah, very cool.
Let me see here. I'm a total wrestling fan, guilty as charged. I love it, Don. Hold on. Let me see here. Oh, Victoria, welcome. Another member. Woo!
Nice.
Hold on. Do you see yourself ever visiting Disney parks in China or Japan? I know flying is not easy for you, Katie. No, thank you. It's not. I don't think it's not on our lists at all. I think if I do get on a plane and go that way, I would love to see, I think I've said this before, so I apologize if it's repetitive for anybody else, but I would go probably straight to Germany because I have so many relatives and family members there that I talk to all the time online. And, my mom was just there a few years ago. And so to actually connect with them physically, I've dreamed about for a long time. And
if you're going to go that far, you're going.
I want to see where, my grandparents
and I've never
met.
I never went to Germany. I did a couple trips to Europe.
Yeah. So I think that's
but there's
where
a lot
of
places I haven't seen.
Yeah.
I went to France a lot, but I never went to Disney. I just didn't have the desire to. There was too many other things going on that I was like, there's a lot to do and see over there. There really is.
Yeah. A few years ago, I really wanted to try to back when I was really into Disney, I probably would have said yes, but as just being a human, I've just changed. I don't care to see the Disney parks as much. It's not like, it'd be cool. I'm not saying I would never go, but it's just not my big goal. And I think same with him. Jonathan, welcome to the Blab crew for becoming a member. You need to throw up an emoji now. Pick one of the 4, or put them all up. There's 4 right now.
The membership crew is getting
and we will all decide what to add. I think we need to soon consider adding a Halloween themed one because that's coming up soon. So members, start thinking about what you want, like maybe a Mickey pumpkin or something really creepy we can do. Let me see here. Jeremy, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Hey, Katie and Spencer, do you guys like barbecue? Do you guys barbecue outdoors sometimes? We do. We do.
Yes, and I will expand on that, Jeremy. Katie is in the process of learning how to perfect the steak. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera.
The filet mignon. We're big filet mignon people.
And as we got a grill from our good friend Greg, and it's an amazing grill. It's one of those ceramic grills, and so
shout out to Greg and Karen. We love you guys so much.
So yeah, she's working on perfecting that, and
I need to actually practice again.
Yeah, so we're
we're gonna do it.
She's pretty serious about it. I'm like, whoa.
We're gonna get there. I love this. Who doesn't love big oiled up men regarding WWE? To me, it's the promos. It's the drama, the promos. I love the athleticism as well.
Thunderlips.
But it's the that's why the Attitude Era was the best era of wrestling. And
well, you know what you would have appreciated, and tell me anybody here in the comments. The roller skating derbies that they used to have in the 70s.
Yeah, I saw that a little bit.
That was before wrestling, and it was all right. It occupied the same space in terms of it was a competition, and they were roughhousing, and it was kind of a little bit choreographed, but also real at the same time because people were getting hurt.
I actually more liked when I watched a little bit of.
But they were like the LA. I'm not supposed to say that word on YouTube, so I'm not going to. But anyways,
just don't.
There was on KTLA, and they would have these things. It was so. I remember watching this stuff, going, "What the heck?" Because it was on after cartoons a lot of times on the weekends or whatever. You'd watch Popeye cartoons all morning, and then you'd watch roller derby down at the LA Sports Arena. Anyways, I digress.
I hope you guys do HHN and not Scary Farm. Definitely, we go every year. I'm newer to the channel. Can you talk about your difficulty with flying? I'm kind of a recovering flyer, but I haven't done it in a long time because flying is way too expensive. And I'd rather spend because we got the house, I'd rather put my money into that right now.
But yeah, she had a big fear of flying up until a couple of years ago, and then we flew a bunch, and she's gotten over a lot of it. It still has some, but
takeoff is still terrifying.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute, Jorge. What's up, Katie? I see you in the Hammerburger tee. Yep, that's it. I think somebody was asking. This is the old Hammerburger tee.
I love that we're both wearing black and white.
That's kind of funny. We didn't even plan that. Yours is just like a faded one.
Odd spot 23. If you know, you know.
Thanks to anyone who saw my Chalk Walk fundraiser. I have a group of Girl Scouts going to Disneyland Tokyo and Sea tomorrow. Wow, that's cool.
That'll be fun.
The parks seem busy lately. They're kind of I was talking to somebody, one of my friends today. The way Disney has designed it to be is we have, magic keys, we have tiered pricing and all that, and reservations. It is set up to be busy every day. So I'd say it's more shocking when you go and it's not too busy. So does that make sense? People always say, is it going to be busy? I'm like, yes, always. Assume it's going to be the worst. And then if you're wrong, you're pleasantly surprised. I regret not buying the Blab Halloween pumpkin shirt from a long time ago. Oh, I forgot that. We need to try and make a new Halloween shirt.
We do. I thought about that. It's so funny you say that.
Spence.
I have an idea. We'll do it.
We do have our Halloween shirts from last year, though. I don't know if we're selling them anymore. Probably not, but they exist. They're out there. Those designs, we can maybe redo them.
Yeah, those are fun.
Lost Angel, thank you for the super chat. What TV shows does Spence work on besides Best Life and Beyond? Not that we're a TV show.
Well, it kind of is now.
Might as well be.
Did you know that most of we're watched mostly on television?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that analytic. It's an important thing to tell people.
It's a very special analytic.
It's really not.
To tell
I'm joking.
People.
But anyways,
it's your humble brag, right?
Whatever.
Got to do it.
I am currently not working on anything, but a show that the last show I worked on is probably still airing here and there is The Wall for NBC. Other than that, I just, it's a resume. Other than that, you're only as good as your last day. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know about the passing of Ozzy? Yes, that was so sad.
Sad. R.I.P. Ozzy.
Loved roller derby. Yes.
LA T-Birds. Thank you.
There it is.
Thank you, Santinos.
Okay, yay! Jonathan got all 4 emojis up.
Dude.
I do need to know though, before the chat, before our stream is over, we do need to talk about what do you want your next emoji to be?
That is so cool. That's awesome.
It says Queen J Ray is posting a lot about a chalk walk support. I don't know when that is or anything about that, but you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and I don't know where your information is, but go right on ahead and post it. I'm so sorry I'm super late. Not sure if this was asked. Update on the garden and how's the surfing going? Back to feeling better. Wow, Kevin.
Good questions. We briefly talked about the garden update because somebody asked, but it's a great question because we've been talking about it.
And we did start a video, but then just life got crazy busy, and we did talk about it a little bit in our Lowe's video.
A lot of changes, Kevin. A lot of things have happened. Things are good, but there's going to be a whole update on it because it's that much of a story that we need to tell. Surfing, we haven't been back since because I had that little injury, that stretch. We are likely going to try to go in the next couple of days.
Yep.
So we'll keep you posted about that. We'll definitely film it if, you know, even if it's just a couple of clips. But it's going good. I also, in kind of the same vein of things, I cleaned out my bearings on my skateboard yesterday because I'm, you know, ready to go to the pump track and I want, you know, my wheels to be going smooth and fast and all that stuff. So yeah, all of that stuff's good. Thank you for asking.
Let me see there. Whoa, I'm so behind. I'm so sorry. Please make a pumpkin, new one. Katie, do you have any dog treats nearby? No, I don't. And Greta gets like green beans, cucumbers, carrots, like sweet potatoes. Those are kind of her treats. Blueberries.
She's a veggie girl.
So yeah, and fruits. She can have apples, watermelon in a little bit. The audio is bad. Sorry, I don't know if anybody else is having trouble. Do you guys make larger Best Life and Beyond? By the way, Blab means Best Life and Beyond for anybody that was asking. For bigger folks, we actually got rid of our spring shirt or whatever, that shop. I unlinked it and everything because
they're terrible.
They're pretty terrible. Like, we have somebody that is a close friend that ordered something and, like, I don't even know if they've gotten their order yet. And we've messaged them, like, I have a chain of like 15 different emails and they just aren't, like, they don't respond or they go, we'll get back to you.
They're
so yeah.
Super unprofessional.
So we're done with them.
Yeah.
Wave emoji, that would be fun. Okay,
good
Kathy, good suggestion.
I like that.
Katie, I'm right there with you about the airplane takeoff and landing freaks me out. Yes, I take his blood pressure with how hard I grip. That's kind of what I do. I'm like, I think there's like, I don't like the getting up high off the ground and I don't like the feeling like I can't turn around and go away. It's not cool. I don't like it. How do you guys? Big love from Australia. Hello, welcome.
Hello down under.
Let's see here. What? The audio is kind of staticky. Sorry. I don't know. It happens every once in a while. I don't know if it's like maybe there's interference from my phone. So let me turn it off and see if that helps. I don't know. I still have my OG Blab trucker hat and wear it quite. Of course you do, Jorge. Of course. You always, like, every time we see you, you're wearing like the best shirts. Like,
yep.
You got it. I'm not even surprised. I love the camping videos. I know, it's just been so hot. It's been so hot. Like, we just haven't done it.
Yeah.
That is so cool how Greta eats veggies. My 13-year-old Pity Mix Luna looks at veggies like, what the heck are you trying to give me? Binky was that way too. She did not care for it, but I think it's because she knew that she can have hot dog. We were feeding her like anything. So
thank you, Cliff. He said audio's totally fine.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Cheryl's here. Just got back from the fair.
Cheryl.
Fair number 2.
Dang, she's a local over there at the fair.
I liked your Brea Mall video. I used to go to that mall when I lived in California, and going to Bath and Body Works was my favorite store. Oh, I love that.
Cheryl, I hope you weren't getting in any brawls over there. There's been some big brawls over there at the fair.
I thought that was staged.
It might have been.
I thought that was like a total stage
Her and Diane are going over there causing ruckus, man.
Yeah, probably. Loved your mall video. Watched it multiple times. We definitely want to do more mall content because it's just fun. I mean, we enjoyed the heck out of it.
We want to do them all the time.
Yeah, like we got to
think. Did you hear what I said?
Oh,
we want to do them all the time.
I swear.
It was so good. I had to like tell you the joke. That's how bad it was. I had to explain it. Did you hear it? I said the mall. Sorry, Greta. Greta, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, no, there's not a fan. So anybody who is hearing any static, maybe maybe exit and come back. I like hit my phone when I did that, and it just went bye. I love the cooking shows too. Yeah, the cooking, it is.
Is there a fan on the computer?
So hard to film. No,
no,
there's nothing. Nothing. What's up, Darren? Hello. Hello from the Bay Area. I got into it with Chicken Charlie. Oh boy.
I knew it.
Oh boy.
You know what? Yeah, Chicken Charlie though. You got to be careful. And I know Cheryl.
See if this helps.
Cheryl,
did you guys?
She doesn't have the volume control, Cheryl. She just like. I know.
Did you guys taste the Pringles yet? No, we didn't. Greg, we were just talking about you a lot.
Yeah. It's
You'll
all
have
bad.
to go rewind. It was a lot of bad stuff.
Bad. Sorry,
Your ears
man.
were probably burning. You and Karen were probably like, you know what? We don't like
Just
them
don't take
anymore.
it the wrong way. It wasn't meant.
It was
like,
bad.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to.
It was bad. If there's a low static, I do. Yeah, no, we really were, but not bad. Spencer and his bad dad jokes. I added bad in there. Terry didn't say that. It's
Terry
kind of a
wouldn't say
grainy
that.
sound. It doesn't bug me. Not loud. Okay. Well, I don't know what it could be, but maybe. You could exit and come back. I thought maybe it might have been this. But no, we didn't try the Pringles yet. Should we try them? Do you want to go grab them?
I just ate dinner, so there's no way I'm eating Pringles right
now. Cheryl, thank you. Other Cheryl. I just got home. Love your new shopping options. Really love the Nordstrom video. Hi, Greta. Our Frisco 18-month-old micro bully says, hi, Greta.
Micro bully. That's cool.
How the heck do I become a member? So do you see what pinned right there? There should be a link, and it's I think it's highlighted in black, and then you can join and become a member.
Yeah.
There's a $5 tier and a $10 tier. They both get the same things. It's just that $10 tier is kind of a little bit more support for yours truly, and by that I mean Best Life and Beyond.
That's right.
But don't feel the need to, you don't have to join and become a member. It's just an option if you want to do it and you want these little extras for the chat and whatnot. I'm partially deaf, so I don't hear it. Okay, well, exit, comeback isn't working, not a major issue though. Okay, and it's funny because it happens a lot. Like whenever we do this, and I thought, what if I mute it? Hold on, ready? Maybe that helped. I don't know. I'm sorry. I was talking to my wife today about becoming a member. Your videos since 2020 have been awesome and have only gotten better. Thank you.
Thank you.
We've really tried to. It's a really hard balance because we want to. We want to make it to where like things are kind of authentic. So sometimes we'll leave mistakes in, but you know, I don't know. We're really just trying to step it up, but also keep it a little bit like as realistic as possible.
Yeah, it could be the computer sending, because that sound, I listened to it back one time. It's similar to when a frequency is getting into a microphone on stage. It sounds like that. It goes, it like motorboats. They call that motorboating.
Wow, that's
not the kind of motorboating that.
Yeah, Jesus.
No, it's a technical term in audio.
No, it's cool, man. Just take this to Rated R Town.
I did not.
Great. We were like PG-13.
Chris, if you're in here, somebody who does audio, tell me that I'm not crazy it's a real thing.
Oh, okay. So Tristan sends a super chat. Thank you, by the way.
Thank you, Tristan.
I found out why my shirt never came. It's because the bank rejected my payment and suspected fraud. What is the legit website so I can reorder it? We got rid of the website, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, because they were terrible because of that kind of thing right there. People weren't getting their stuff.
Let's see. Will you guys doing less Disney and more of the infomercial? Because I really enjoy those infomercials. Because you never shared the Walt animatronic. Oh, I think we did, didn't we?
We did.
Oh.
Yeah, we did.
But we didn't like go crazy and do it like on the first day.
No, but we definitely showed it in a video.
We weren't in the like desperation train. We just did it when we felt like it. In my opinion, this is the most authentic channel in the Disney ecosystem.
Oh.
That is a major compliment because we are.
Well, it's a compliment because we don't feel like we're part of the Disney ecosystem, and I don't know. You know, we don't take that. We're not like, we're not being disingenuous to your compliment. We're just saying like that's sweet of you to say is what we're saying. Like, because we don't feel that from anybody really. So it's thank you for saying that.
Thank you. I also wondered, what if it's the light?
Could be.
Like our stand and like the light.
What if we turn the light off? Here, let me try it.
Oh my gosh, you're not even gonna see us anymore. Hold on, we're gonna try and guys, we're doing like IT.
ITKT.
Y'all and Dylan keep it
It's
real.
not even
Did
that
that
bad.
help?
Let's see.
Tell us, did the light make it different?
We're taking it down a little bit to the smooth listening hour, everybody. Right now, just turn down the lights in your house. Light a candle.
Stop!
Maybe some incense.
Horrible.
We're gonna groove into the evening.
Still no noise is still there. So like definitely a low static. I don't know what it could be then. Maybe unplug it from the charger. What if that would help?
We're gonna do everything. We're troubleshooting.
We're troubleshooting. Okay. Did that help at all? I want to read this one, Sharon. I'm basically a stay-at-home homeschooling supplemental RN mom. Wow. So honestly, you guys are my guilty pleasure, and I live vicariously through you too. Thank you. That's a hard. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Let's see.
That
was it? Stop it.
Seriously?
You guys stop. I can't even. It was our charger the whole time.
There you go.
No, Dawn, do not even say that. Dawn was like barely hear it, but stop it. The whole time that's what it was. Oh my gosh, you guys. So how fun is that to do IT together?
I wonder if it's the voltage.
It's the voltage.
No, and if we hooked up the external battery, if it would still do that.
Okay, well, we're not going to try that now because we have enough battery and...
All right, I'm just saying.
And even if it starts to... You guys, can you believe that? Oh my gosh, Shauna...
The mystery's been solved.
Shauna throwing up the banana. Remember the old banana game? We haven't done that. The banana test.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Can you tell my mom, Rochelle, hello? Hello, Rochelle.
Hello, Mom Rochelle.
My ears, thank you. Well, you know what? Thank you for hanging in there. And I can't believe that I can't believe that's what it was. See? That's why you just got to try a bunch of new stuff. We did it. Now it sucks, though, because people are going to rewatch this, or there probably were people that came in and they were like, ew, I hear buzzing. I'm out. Do you know what I mean?
Well.
You know, I wish there was a way I could
reward... That was
reward...
our test to, like, make sure you're down. Are you really loyal to this channel enough to listen through that motorboating nonsense?
Stop calling it motorboating. That is so perverse.
It's no, it's not. It's what it sounds like.
I know, but you can't, like, think of something else. Call it, like, a buzz. I can't. I was about to say something also bad. Jeez. You can add a note for the rewatch. You're right. So we'll say it was at, what was it, about 37 minutes in, we figured it out. Being that you guys are really authentic, especially Katie LOL, but really you guys do tell it like it is. In that sense, will Spencer ever be revealing in all that happened in the park at Princess Night? Yes, and we have. Jorge, thank you. You just became a member of the Blab crew.
Wow.
Woo! Listen, everything about Princess Night, I said it on my Instagram, and that is from him, and I think you would want it from me anyway because I witnessed the whole thing. I have the whole video on my phone.
We got the vid.
The only reason I haven't made that public is because I don't know legally with everything going on what I can post.
Yeah.
If there ever becomes a time where I could, I would probably share it. Here's the other thing.
Because you would.
There are people.
But here's what I'm gonna say about that's why we're not posting that, because I guarantee that person would make an effort to do something of that nature because
of how that night
the video is super revealing, and so
it would become.
It would not be a good look, is what I'm trying to say. So that person would definitely litigate against us if we were to like.
Yeah.
I think I just don't.
You have to remember.
I don't care that much, honestly, about it to like go. You want to hear what he really said? I don't care. That person means that much to me, so it's not worth it, really, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. It's literally just a person and a thing. That whole, again, whenever I did talk about it on Instagram, I just kind of shared stuff because it was part of my healing journey, and like I felt better telling the truth. And again, I only kind of sang like a canary about like a fraction of it. Believe me, I wanted to say a lot more. And I think if more people knew what pieces of human garbage those people, all of them are,
but that's the whole
it'd
thing
be
is,
a different thing.
There is a ton more, but we don't care enough.
Yeah, it's like our lives are good. And I didn't want it to also come across like sour grapes. It was more, again, just part of my healing to just be like...
Yeah, well, and sometimes, to be fair, sometimes if the planets align and somehow it comes up or someone asks,
we'll tell everybody.
It'll just go there. And, and it's not like it's planned. It's just like, we're not gonna kind of like go, oh, I don't want to, whatever.
Because we're not afraid. We don't
Sans, revealing a video with somebody on it and all that stuff. But like everything else, like, you know what I mean? It's so.
Yeah. And listen, from what I have seen, the little bits that I've seen, the people look extremely miserable. And I think also you have to remember karma finds its way.
It's all good.
Finds its way. We are good and happy. But I have to laugh, though, because Jorge said I came back and we're talking about, I became a member and I come back and
I told you
people are talking about motorboating.
Listen.
Spence, why did you do that? Paul,
it's an audio term.
Thank you for the hold on. Paul, thank you for the super chat. Talk more about this motorboat.
See?
Spence,
I got the people intrigued.
I've
got the people intrigued, Katie.
No,
Listen,
this is terrible.
It's not. It's a real thing.
See, I was going to call it something else, and I'm so glad I didn't. Like, I went high, and you went really low.
Listen, it's a term. There's a lot of other terms. There's some that I will not repeat.
No, I will not.
But there's a lot of terms that we use in production when we're doing things, and that's a thing that happens. And if you don't say that, they don't know what the problem is, and they can't fix it, because I've heard that 1,000 times.
Is it like Cucaloris? Somebody brought up Cucaloris the other day. Was it Peter? I think Peter, when we were in San Francisco.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Look it up.
Now we need a motorboating blab shirt.
That's it.
Stop.
The Blab Motorboating Club?
No, that is just terrible. He's out on a watercraft just motorboating along. Showing put up a boat with a speaker.
I love it.
With the boat equals a speaker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, here's the thing. It would be kind of funny because how long have we had this audio problem going on? Like, if anybody has been watching long enough, I love your beach series and camping every place. Thank you. Motorboat emoji now. Okay. I think that's gonna win for the emoji. I'll start looking at it. Put a motorboat on the back of my wheelchair. Motor wheeling.
Jorge. Bro. That's hilarious.
Seeing a lot of motor. Look at Mike. Mike joined the VIP, or he joined the Blab crew because he's like, I need that motorboating emoji.
See?
Dude, Mike, thank you for joining, by the way.
It's the kind of this is the kind of quality content that you get when you become a member.
Yeah.
This is what we share. Is this type of thing, and I assure you, that it's a real term. I wouldn't have said it. You'll like. I'm sure you can find it somewhere.
These comments. Kimberly says, what does motorboating mean? I'm afraid to taint my algorithm. As you should. So here's the thing.
And you had the word taint in there. Okay. I'm just saying.
We were talking about when you... okay. Stop.
I didn't say it, dude.
No, stop. Hold on.
Kimberly. Gosh. My goodness.
Okay, wait. So we had a vibrational sound.
Greta, I don't know what's going on. Greta's
I'm
like,
gonna pee. I'm hot.
This is going off the
I'm
rails.
really hot right now. Okay, no. Here's what happened. We had a It was a vibrating sound. Like
Why?
That's what it was. It was like. Wasn't it? They said it was a low vibrating sound. And so Spence goes, oh, it's like a motorboat.
No, I said it's motorboating.
And I was like, Spence.
Because in audio.
Because that also has
in audio and television, we use a lot of those lavalier mics that are
oh,
remote
look,
frequency.
You have somebody backing you up.
Yeah.
Squints Prince says, I know, I do audio as well. Motorboating is an audio term.
Thank you.
But it's also a term.
Well, of course it's another term, but like... it's specific.
Butt hanging off?
A little bit. Specifically, that sound...
Oh, God.
Like on a lavalier mic, if it's catching like disturbance, like like a interference, it'll come out like that, right? You've heard it. It'll go. You'll hear this like under, and it's low, and it's like, what is that thing, right? And they're like, oh, it's motorboating, and then they know what it is. They know to look for a frequency, and then they find that frequency, and they.
It's not that I don't believe you. It just sounds...
I know what it sounds like, but I'm just trying to explain it. So that...
Oh, man. Of course it's another term. I'm telling you, this is what happened with Cucaloris. These emojis, you guys.
Dude.
Oh, man. We have so fun in here. That's why the best reasons to be in here. No one else.
I just
love
want the speaker on the back of Jorge's wheelchair.
We need to be able to like some of these comments.
That's
I know,
true.
It's true. Like a boom pickup, Spence, along that line. I don't know that one.
Well, there's a boom mic, yes, and then there's a pickup.
Okay, we'll try to make some sort of a motorboat with an audio.
Because before you knew what a pickup was, if I said, hey, I'm going to do a pickup, you'd be like, who are you picking up? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Is there a girl you're trying to pick up? What?
Yeah.
So.
I didn't know. It's true. I really didn't. But sorry. You guys, I'm sorry. We derailed. I swear there was other things we could have been. Motor and sound system, I'm in. It's true. My boyfriend Steve is over here listening. I'm sorry, Steve. I swear we make family content, and that's the thing.
Steve's like,
oh no, Peter, your vibrating charger was definitely motorboating.
Oh my God. Dude.
That is what it was, though. It was our charger. Our charger was motorboating everybody.
It was.
Oh, God.
See, look, right here. Here you go. In electronics, motorboating is a type of low-frequency parasitic oscillation, unwanted cyclic variation of output voltage that sometimes occurs in audio and radio equipment. Yes,
there
yes,
it is.
Yes.
So that's what it is.
It's an oscillation. I love that.
An oscillation. It was kind of sounding like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to change my What's Happening Wednesday planner sticker into a motorboat.
We're just going to have a sticker that has like, you guys, who remembers Tidy Bowl?
What?
Tidy Bowl had a logo with like a little boat with a little guy with his little captain's hat, and he's like, hey.
Wait, what? I've never even heard of what you just said. Like,
Tidy Bowl.
What is it? Like
it was
bathroom boat
bathroom
cleaner?
but it was the commercials. You'd open up the top of the toilet, and there'd be a little dude in a boat in there, and he's like, hello, and he was like, he was a Tidy Bowl man, and he'd drive his little boat around in your, it was similar to like,
so now we're on to toilet talk?
It was similar to like the Chuck Wagon commercials for the dog food, where the little Chuck Wagon and the horses would come out of the cupboards.
What are you, from 19 something? I don't even know what you're speaking of.
Yeah, Tidy Bowl, look it up.
Tidy Bowl, okay.
I think it's like TYD.
Tidy Bowl. But I don't know how that we got onto toilets.
I don't know.
Tidy Bowl. Okay, I'm
Tidy
looking
Bowl,
it
man.
up. Wow, yeah, toilet cleaner. It says TY and then a D in a bowl.
And look up Tidy Bowl man.
Oh, here it is. Meme. Oh my gosh.
There he is.
So this is going to be our next emoji. This is what it's going to be. Hold on. It's going to be that. You guys want...
Yeah.
What the heck is that?
That's the Tidy Bowl man, dude. He's motorboating.
Dude, I love it. He's motorboating. Okay, I'll get a better shot. Oh my gosh, look at this lady looking at him.
Oh yeah, no, he would show up in your bathroom and like
clean your bowl.
Yeah,
look
it was sick.
He clean your bowl.
Yeah.
Dylan's here and he's laughing his ass. Dylan, look at Tidy Bowl. This is you looking at Tidy Bowl, man.
Tidy Bowl man.
Dude, why do you look at this?
I'm just saying, because you wanted a motorboat logo, that's what I want. So cool, man.
This is what we're gonna have.
This is when commercials were legit,
so,
too.
I'm just gonna give you this. If you want to become a member and you want the Tidy Bowl motorboating emoji, it's $5 at the base price there.
Where else are you gonna get this?
Where else are you gonna get this?
Answer me that. You're not gonna see this on Fresh Baked.
Actually, you will see a toilet.
Sorry,
okay,
I digress.
No. But we're gonna put that on there. That can be your that can be your Dylan's tie over here. We're gonna put that on the emoji. I just gotta find a good tidy bowl though. So if you want to become a member, you too. Here's a really good. Oh wow, this is clear. Look at it.
There he is.
What's his name?
Tidy Bowl Man.
Tidy Bowl Man? No. Oh, it is Tidy Bowl Man. And it's spelled Tydbol.
Mr. Man.
Mr. Man. Put Spencer's face on that little man.
Yeah.
Dylan, we have to do it.
Yeah.
He's like, and he went down the drain, Tidy Bowl Man.
He did. He'd go down the drain. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Tybl will be his name. Oh man. No, we're so gonna do that. Okay. Remember the Tender Vittles commercial? What? I don't remember that
Yeah, what did
either.
they have in that one?
How is Dylan so quiet? Trust me, he's not. He's like dying over there. BLM. Best Life and Motorboats.
We should just make Blab captain's hats. Anyways.
Dylan's just chill. He kind of was eating a little bit of dinner. He had a long day today. He had a very long day today. He had a very long day, so the guy's resting.
Chuck Wagon dog commercial. Yes, Cheryl.
Yeah.
I used to look in my grandma's cupboards and think that I could find that thing in there.
A what? What is a Chuck Wagon thing?
Okay, so you know what a wagon is? Like the wagon?
Covered wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a dog food commercial, and I think the dog food was called Chuck Wagon or something.
Okay.
And so they had video of like in a kitchen, a lower cupboard would open, and this little Chuck Wagon with these little horses would come out into the kitchen to come feed the dog.
That's kind of cute.
And it was rad. It looked so cool, right? It was like some sort of animation that how they did it or whatever. I don't know how they did it, but I was so convinced as a kid that I'd go into my grandma's cupboards under the stove and I was digging in there to find. I thought that thing's in here. It's got to be in here.
You really would do that.
I was convinced. Oh, yeah.
Well, that was like for us in my generation. Some people will remember this. There was a movie called The Indian in the Cupboard, and he was like he would come out and like he was a little toy, and then the kid closed the cupboard and opened it up, and he was real. And so I used to think that I could change my toys if I put them in the cupboard.
They would turn into actual...
Yeah, like he had, back in the day it was the Cowboys and Indians, and I think he had like a, something like that. But I used to think that I could do that with my, those little old Beauty and the Beast figures?
Yeah.
I used to stick the Beast in there because I wanted to see what the Beast would be like in real life.
What if it actually he broke through and
Dude, I would
started attacking you or something?
I would love it. Tell Dylan I am digging the new channel. I am so behind. I still have a whole video to watch. Is it golfing, Dylan? Mini golf?
That's the latest and greatest.
Yes, you remember the Indian in the Cupboard. I love this family. We are hilarious. We are a lot of great people. I remember the Tidy Bowl Man. We just want his boat though.
Yeah.
I love it.
We just need his boat.
I love it. Chevy Girl, thank you for the $10 super chat. When is the next adventures on your channel? Hi from Vegas.
What up, Vegas?
I don't know. We're kind of going to be around home for a while. It's summer, and I don't think we have anything travel-y planned. Do you mean adventure, do you mean travel? Is that what you mean? I like that. Spencer's savage. You have no idea.
Oh, yeah. No, this is...
That's nothing.
This is the toned down
This
PC
is what...
version
Listen,
of
I will give you a little bit of an insight real quick, just to that. Do you remember Princess Night? That was one of the things that I kept saying. Listen, you got to understand. Like...
This is not aggressive.
This is not. You don't even know.
You think that?
Yeah. Talking?
Asking someone if we're cool, in terms of, friendship?
Yeah.
You think that's aggressive? Because, she's, seeing the other side where it's like, no.
Yeah, don't.
When he's gnarly, that's not what was going on.
Yeah, remember when we were in Vegas and like this guy that
weird
was on, he was totally on drugs and he was
addict,
trying to
weirdo
like,
dude.
yeah, he was trying to kind of like come after us, and Spence was like, he scared the heck out of him, and the guy freaking ran.
Well,
he was gone.
Dylan and I both noticed him, and it was one of those things where
I didn't. I was just walking, enjoying my night.
Well, here's the thing, like, man, I grew up in Hollywood in the '80s, and like, seen it all, dude. Like, it's so cliche, and this is what this was to me, and I was annoyed by it because he was annoying people. He was clearly walking in and trying to freak people out,
and he was like raising his arms
and just being stupid, and it was like so cliche. He was like all dirty and messed up, and the whole thing, and I just was like, I literally wanted to say, I was laughing at Dylan. I said, could you be more cliche of like a crackhead?
Yeah.
Like you look like you're straight out of Central Casting, bro. Like, you trying to get your after card? Like, what? This is. It was that lame to where it's like
doing the meth dance.
Yeah, dude. It's like same with the fentanyl. Like, oh, cool, you're arched back,
yeah,
chilling. Like, come on, man. Like, get something real to do. Anyways, I snapped on the
What'd
guy
you
because
say, Dylan?
I was like, the minute you checked him, the act was gone.
Yeah, the act.
Yeah,
dropped,
that was what
and
was interesting. Yeah, I checked him, and he completely.
And
dropped
all these
the
other
crazy
people
act.
around us, because there was two other girls with their mom, and then the dad was kind of by the what is that Irish bar over there by New York?
Oh yeah, Nine Fine Irishmen.
And they were kind of like getting freaked out, and like I guess I just was kind of paying attention to the dog. I saw it happening, but like
the dude was just
man,
he was getting off on the attention he was getting by being weird around people and scaring people.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, get your idiot ass away from us, you know.
No,
and then he started to come towards us, and then I snapped, and he quickly dropped the act and beelined out of there.
Spence was like, back off. I was scared.
I said something like,
take a hike or something.
What
did he say?
Take a bleeping walk.
Yeah.
Now. Walk away now.
And he grabbed Greta and like put us behind him, and it was over. Okay, so I just want to change the subject real quick. Peter sent me the video with no sound of the Chuck Wagon, and it is so good.
It's
Why
rad.
do we not have Tidy Bowl and Chuck Wagon anymore? Like, I don't understand.
Look at that. Dude.
Covered wagon.
And the dog would chase him.
Dude, I don't want to show the whole thing because I don't know about copyright, but like, oh my gosh, that's
I was
so
convinced,
good.
man. And then Tidy Bowl guy, like, that's how the 70s were. It was like your whole house was filled with all these weird little things, you know. Bye, Jorge. See you, bro. Yeah, it was a good time for advertising because it conjured up for me like an imagination of things like, you know, not only was I thought, well, if there's covered wagons there, then who knows what's in the garage and other places, and there's a guy in the bowl in the bathroom. He's in a boat, you know, like what the heck, man?
We got all the like.
And then do you remember? Okay, so then there was the scrubbing bubbles things that would
I remember those.
They'd come out of the drain and scrub your tub.
Kind of.
You know.
Remember the Frito Bandito?
Yeah, Frito Bandito.
I don't know any of this.
I was a little older.
It's an audio term. Huh. Yeah, see, I never got any of these good ones. Aren't they just a bunch of cracker to talk to when they're out there? So you just, oh yeah. And like, listen, 9 times out of 10, you ignore people. But like, we've had that, I don't know, wherever Spence and I were I think we were in LA. And like, again, somebody tried to come up, like he just got way too close. And I'm telling you, when you say Spence is, what did you say?
Well, I turn it on. I turn it on when I have to, but I'm not going to.
No.
Unnecessarily, but you know,
Spence is for the streets.
No,
I'm just kidding.
What it is like there's certain languages that people speak in terms of like where you're at and like what I don't know how to explain it, but like even in Europe, like there was a couple instances in when I was in Europe, and there's, you know, just like anywhere, there's street people, like drug people, homeless type whatever people in the street, begging for money and doing all the same stuff they do here.
It's called verbal judo.
Yeah. And I had a few instances, you know, in Europe where I had to flip like that. And at the time I was skateboarding a lot, and so I'd always have a skateboard with me in my hand. That's how I got around when I was like in Europe and stuff. And so I had a move where I could kick that thing to my hands, and that's a weapon instantly. And I made no bones about it to people who, you know, were clearly trying to maybe do something or steal or rob me or something, that like I made it real clear that like I will
But
I will
think-
take you down with me. It'll be so bad for you that I'm not worth going for. Like, go for somebody else because it's going to get ugly.
But I think like that was kind of where, you know, the Princess Night thing. Sorry, I don't mean to. But I think that's where, and I think a lot of those guys, because they are
they've never
the opposite.
They've never seen that side of me, and they don't know.
Well, no,
and
but
they,
I think that's why it was easy to spin the story of like he wanted to punch me because they're the opposite.
They don't live in the real world.
They are. I would say the word, but I think y'all maybe you know since we're. You know. Anyway,
I know for
I love
a fact,
your shirt, Katie. Thank you. It's from Hammerburger. Thank you.
I'm just saying. The last thing I'll say is like I know for a fact that they don't live in the real world because, you know, when situations like that happen and things in the past have happened,
they run.
They do not.
They're like, oh.
Yeah, one of them I know for a fact that I was with cowers, and the person's a big person, so it's weird that they would cower.
We like a strong man defending our safety. I'm thankful.
I'm just saying. Dude.
I'm very lucky. My husband has to flip like that a couple of times when he's in Sacramento and San Fran. Exactly. Even Cheryl says it. I feel safe when I'm with Spencer. Remember that guy on the skateboard that flew off? Yes, I remember that. And see, I'm lucky I'm with him and Dylan. That is like, I feel bad when people aren't with such good guys like that. Like, I appreciate feeling like completely safe, and I never ever I never have to think twice when I'm with Spence. Like, if anything, I'm like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Like,
and it's not to say anything like I'm some like big intimidating person or anything like that at all. Like I'm not, and I don't claim to be, and I don't claim to whatever. But I can tell you that my what would you call it? Like my intent and my brain. I'm like, I always told people like I'm the Terminator. Remember in Terminator, I think it was Terminator 2 when the T2 was like all it was left was a hand, and it was just it was still coming after. That's me.
Yeah.
I'll be a hand still coming after you.
Yep.
And you know I'll be defeated, but I will still come after you.
Yeah, you have no idea. Is Dylan scrappy? I think Dylan Dylan and Spence are the same way in the point of they
Street
are
smarts.
not looking, neither one of them are ever looking for fights. They're never looking for any of those things. Like, they would prefer to just not. But would I, like, are they going to, like, back down and be the total opposite? No. Put it that way.
No.
Don't forget Charlie when you were in the pirate boat. Yeah, Charlie was...
Yeah.
I mean,
both those guys I'd want
that guy chose,
to have my back.
That guy chose to do something knowing Spencer wasn't there. And I hesitate even calling that guy a man. So... put it that way. I miss the Chuck Wagon commercials. Me too.
Yeah, dude, they were so good.
Total respect to protect your loved ones. That's all it is. It is protection, and it is the fact that like they're not gonna back down and be like, oh, I'm yeah, scared. Somebody asked me a question, and I'm gonna make a video about it. Can I ask how long you've had Greta for? October, September of this year.
8 months, maybe. I don't know.
When was September? I think it was like September. I think that
8 or 9 months.
Yeah, because I remember it was just about Halloween, and then I got sick, and it was on Halloween. Not like, and I kind of like I was better by the time Halloween happened, but I wasn't 100%. It's all in the stance and voice tone. Sometimes a crazy eye back and a guy. I had a guy tell my daughter and I at a concert in Detroit. Oh my gosh. Jeez, the way Charlie puffed his chest and crossed his arms at that guy, boss. It was. And I respect that.
I'm just glad Charlie was there that day, and I'm glad I wasn't because... Now, I don't know if that would have happened if I was there.
I don't think it would have.
That's my guess, is that dude probably wouldn't have done that.
No.
But had he done it and I was there, I don't know...
All that guy does is pretend on the internet.
I would have gotten pretty pissed, you know, about like that. You do that to somebody... He would have had to have done it to me. I'd have been standing right next to her, so he wouldn't have done it. There's no way he would have done it.
No.
But
my dog looks like Greta's twin. Aww. So we found out Greta is mostly Chihuahua, to no surprise.
Yeah.
She's mostly Chihuahua, and she has some Dachshund in her, and a little bit of toy poodle, and I think a few other things, right, Cheryl? Yeah, he told me to stay behind him. Charlie did. Yeah, he's like, just stay back here. Because it's like, you don't know. I mean, you look at that guy, the person, you look at that thing, and it looks psycho. Like, he looks like some hillbilly from the bottom of like under a bridge. It's scary. Like I posted it on my Instagram, and
you just hear dueling banjos in your brain when you look at this dude.
Yeah, in the worst way.
That's all I can tell you.
I'm talking like, I don't want to say the word, but the R word, face, like bad. Mixed breed is a mix. Oh yeah, she had some like, she had. I know we're bouncing a lot. Sorry. Such a beautiful mix. I know. I get so surprised that people leave breeds or like give up breeds or dogs that are like such a beautiful mix, and they're just so beautiful. Like it's crazy to me. Anyway, it is now. Oh, it's a little after 8:30. So we unfortunately. I'm sorry, but I am going to add, you know what I think I'm going to do? Because we had so many people become members tonight and we had so much fun, I'm going to add the Tidy Bowl Man and the covered Chuck Wagon. I'm going to add both of those to our members. And if you do want to become a member, it is right there. It's highlighted. I think it's either white or black on your screen, and it says become a Best Life member today. I think it's $5 is the cheapest. $10 is just if you want to support us a little bit more. Also,
in going forward with that emoji with the Tidy Bowl Man as the motorboat, if you ever hear that sound, you start posting him.
Oh, no, but then what if people want to post it just for fun?
No, you can post it for fun too.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be descriptive, but you know what
perfect.
Yeah, it is what it's going to be good. Anyway, we had so much fun. And again, I said this in the very beginning of our live stream, but I'm going to say it again. It's just going to take me 5 minutes. But I was watching, I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I was watching a channel which was freaking amazing. But they were talking about how creators aren't thanking their audience. And we are guilty of that. And I want to change that. And so I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for everybody watching on replay, and thank you for watching and supporting our channel, for subscribing.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. And again, I wish I could take back the time of not thanking you all enough, because I feel like you all deserve it, and we would literally be nowhere without you guys. And I'm going to look into it and see if I could shout out this channel, because it was a really good channel that I appreciated. Bringing that to the attention of vloggers. And I was like, you know what? I told Spence, I was like, when was the last time we genuinely sat here and thanked everybody?
Right.
And we just haven't.
It's not that we're not grateful. It's just that we forget to express it, like we were saying.
Yeah. So we just want you guys to know that we appreciate you. We appreciate that we can just be ourselves and share content, and you guys turn it on and watch it and take time out of your day. There's millions of channels out there. So
well, and because you do, it keeps it going. And we can keep creating stuff, because if you didn't, then we wouldn't be able to do it. And so.
Thank you. Jeremy, thank you for the super chat. Will you be back next Wednesday? We are going to aim for next Wednesday.
That's right, yeah.
Life gets in the way sometime. Yes, we do need a motorboat crew level. Maybe that'll be $12. if you guys leave a comment if that's something you want me to do. We appreciate it, though, you guys. Thank you so much.
The TDBs, the Tidy Bowls.
Stop.
TDB crew.
The TDB crew. Okay, I'll think about it. All right, thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Mwah.
For TDB. I messed that up.
TDB?
Tidy Bowl.
Tidy Bowl. All right.
Sorry. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.